Hello, hello, welcome. Happy Thursday. All right, so I'm between meetings, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm making a quick brunch. This is an oldie but goodie, but I just bring you guys in the kitchen anytime I'm here. I'll start by introducing myself. Hello, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher today, and today's class is going to be on my Maggie cakes, which is just a pancake substitute. So I have been on a health and wellness journey. Hey, Brenna. Maintaining so far about a 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities, which for me was a cheek swab on the inside and some hair samples. So I've got a list of foods behind me on the fridge that I can have and foods that I have to avoid. So if you're following me on YouTube, please make sure you're subscribed and like and share. But if you go to my community tab, I actually saw a very good article on food sensitivities on my Fitness Pal. They have a blog, and so I posted the link to the article there, and I think I put it on my Facebook. I'll see if I can get it spread out some more, but it basically just kind of tells a little bit about what they are and how they're different from food allergies and those types of things, because it can be very misunderstood. And for anyone who has heard my story, I had never heard about food sensitivity. So in a nutshell, there are some things that we eat that our body processes really well, and you're moving like a race car. And then there's some things that we eat that our body takes a long time to process, and it's just hanging around, and you're kind of moving like a dump truck, and you don't know why you have weight gain and bloat and joint pain. For me, eczema, migraines, so much stuff. All right, so let's get started. I have some extra batter in the fridge. I know this looks crazy. I'm going to explain for anyone who wasn't here the first time. I think this is day 3, so I wanted to go ahead and use it. Plus, I'm doing another grocery order. And the boys are coming home from their dads this weekend, so I want to make sure that I got fresh stuff in the house. All right, so I know it looks kind of weird. I don't want to tip it over, but this is the pancake batter. So I'm going to cook and explain. These Maggie cakes are basically a take on the egg loaf. The egg loaf is a recipe that's just 2 ingredients. The ingredients are eggs, whole eggs. If you try it with egg substitute and it works for you, please let me know. And it calls for cream cheese. I found out from my food sensitivity test that I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So I cannot, well, I can eat it, but I avoid cow dairy. So instead of cream cheese, I am using goat's cheese. If you guys have been here before, you've seen that I use goat's milk products. Uncle Stu said I don't hold it up long enough. So this is the plain goat's cheese, but just like there are flavored cream cheeses, there are flavored goat's cheeses. I think someone was on yesterday that's made this with the cranberry flavored goat's cheese, but the goat's cheese that I use for this batter is actually blueberry. So it's the same goat's cheese, but it's just wrapped in blueberries, and this one is blueberry lemon. Can't wait to try that. So that's why these pancakes that we call the Maggie cakes are blue. If you use the white cream cheese or the white goat's cheese and cook in butter, they'll have that nice golden pancake experience. All right, so you can do these on the stovetop. For the Maggie cakes, I do like to use a little mini dash. This one is the griddle, so you can see it smooth on both sides. Works just like a George Foreman. Plug it up, it heats up. The light comes on, lets you know when it's reached temperature, and then you pour your batter in and close. And it cooks from both sides. You can definitely do this on the stove. If you do it on the stove, my recommendation is to use a small skillet. When I do them on the stove, I use this one that's about the size of my hand. If you use the bigger skillets, especially if they're not hot, your batter can run, and then you don't have uniform sized pancakes. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do it. I'm going to plug up my dash, because once I plug it up, I'm not going to move it. And then I'm going to butter both sides of the mini dash. Now again, I can't have cow dairy, so if you can, enjoy regular butter, but I am going to be using goat's milk butter. I had no idea there's so many different options. I got this at Whole Foods. You can also order online in bulk, Delamere goat's butter. It looks like butter, it cooks like butter, it tastes like butter. So I literally just take it like a magic marker for class, and I'm gonna go on the top of my griddle and on the bottom. And then I'm gonna do this between each pancake. I think I have enough batter to make a 3-stack. What I love about these Maggie cakes is that because the ingredients are just protein, right? Egg and cream cheese, or for me, egg and goat's cheese. When I eat this, I stay fuller, for hours. I only eat 2 meals a day. All right, so you can see I've got my butter on here. Of course, you can melt butter and use a brush, but I just put it on there. All right, so we're gonna let that heat up, and let's clean up. Another reason why I do like using the griddle, if you guys can see these, I know the batter looks crazy. It's been in the fridge and it does keep well. This batter, because there's no flour, it is a little bit more runny than regular pancake batter. So when you use the skillet, just pour a little bit, and then when you go to turn it, just turn it low. Like if this is my pan, turn it low and try and flip it quickly so you don't have that big splat. All right, so if anyone's unfamiliar with the Maggie cakes, the history behind them, I cook for the family pretty much every day, and I made breakfast for dinner one night, pancakes, bacon, eggs, all the stuff that I can't have. And I was dreaming up a way to enjoy pancakes with the ingredients that have been approved for me. One moment, please. Y'all, me and my online deliveries will do a little bit of an unboxing too. All right, let me wash my hand again. Does anybody else do that? Hey, Val, where you order something and you're like, who keeps ringing my doorbell? Where all these packages come from? Okay, so our griddle is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the batter. So again, this one had the blueberries in it, and love the sizzle. I'm gonna pour till it gets to the edge. And then I did have some blueberries, some very sad looking blueberries. I had put some of my coconut cream on them, and I didn't eat it, and I'm not gonna waste. So I'm just putting a few blueberries into the batter, and then I'm gonna close the lid. This is completely optional, or what's really pretty is if you do the regular goat's cheese or cream cheese, and then you put the blueberries in there. I know some of you all have made this. When they get hot and they burst and they kind of leak inside the pancake batter, the Maggie cake batter, it's amazing. All right. So again, in case anybody doesn't know, and a cookbook will come out one day, but the recipe for the Maggie cakes is very simple, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So just however many eggs for however many ounces of cream cheese or goat's cheese. So if you're doing this whole log of cream cheese, this is 8 ounces, so 8 and 8. If you're doing this goat's cheese, this is 4 ounces, so you would do 4 eggs and this 4-ounce log. So you guys can figure out the ratio, and that's why I had batter left over. I think last time I did a 6-ounce log of goat's cheese and only cook half, and so the batter has been in the fridge, and it's nice because it's thickened up, but it should still be good. All right, so let's clean as we go. All right, so while our pancake is cooking, I don't know, beverages or unboxing. I don't want to mess up my station here. But yeah, so the whole story with the Maggie cakes that we have named is I've struggled with weight my whole life, and I always thought to eat healthy food, it was actually food that you didn't like. So this is all about substituting the food that I used to love for the food that loves me back. And it's just food that you actually want to eat or that you would cook for the family, but I substitute with my ingredients. So you can always make these with the full flavor, and please do and enjoy. All right, so we're gonna make some coffee while our cakes are cooking. And I have another beverage too, starting with my alkaline water. I bought this on Amazon. I went to the metabolic specialist yesterday, and she told me my water intake was, looking good. That was a struggle for me before. And then I'm doing a squeeze of the Skinny Mixes vanilla syrup. So this is kind of like your pump syrup that's in the coffee houses. Very concentrated, 0 calories, 0 sugar. A little goes a long way. But I was drinking water, and it was just going through. It wasn't staying to hydrate me. So adding alkaline water to any of my beverages, it turns tap into alkaline water. So for me, it hydrates better. And then instead of half and half, I'm using this Califia Farms. I did use it yesterday. You can see it's a coconut and almond milk half and half. Since I can't have cow dairy, I love all that stuff, but it doesn't love me. It's a little bit more more watery, I don't know, than half and half. But if I shake it up and if it's cold, it's not as bad. And yes, I like my coffee light and sweet. So I'm just doing a regular Maxwell House Keurig, and I'm gonna brew into the coffee cup. So I like to do my sweetener, my creamer, and my alkaline drops in the mug, and then I put the cup underneath the Keurig, and we're gonna brew. And let's check on our pancake. Since the boys are coming home this weekend, I'm thinking I'll do chocolate chip pancakes, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Well, Sunday's Easter. But somebody had asked before if the boys like my substitute foods. They're teenagers, so they eat everything. But we'll make some chocolate chip ones, so we'll do the regular, and then we'll sprinkle chocolate chips in them. All right, clean as we go. I'm gonna open this up and take a peek. Mom taught me to look at your food, taste your food, touch your food. Don't be afraid. Don't just, set it and forget it. So I'm lifting this lid. Oh, y'all, it's so pretty. I'm gonna give it just another minute. Oh. I get very excited. I think I want some more creamer. It's a little bit dark for me. I know. Hey, if you like it black, please enjoy for me. But the almond milk creamers and the coconut milk creamers, I have to use more, but I do make sure that I buy the one that's 0 sugar. All right, so let me stir it up. And get a plate. For presentation, since I'm making blueberry Maggie cakes, I'm going to use a white plate. So let me get my small spatula. And I'll show you guys what we have. Oh my God, the blueberry is like hopping around in there. It's so pretty. To me it is. We eat with our eyes first, right? All right. Sorry. Let me get up underneath here so you guys can see. So you see the batter is blue because I use the blueberry cheesecake. And do you see what I mean about the blueberries, how they get hot and kind of blister? And then I'll put it down here. And if you guys are able to see, you see that nice browning? That's from the butter. So we're gonna, getting excited. So back on the griddle with some more goat's butter, regular butter if you can have dairy. And I just use a marker, like a marker, and smear it on. When it's hot, it starts to drip. All right, then I'm pouring the next pancake. All right. And then I have some leftover blueberries with cream that I didn't eat. I'm not wasting. That's all that is. So I'm just putting them, just dropping them down like you saw here onto the griddle, and then I'm gonna close it. All right, getting excited. All right, so for me, the best pancake stacks are Maggie cake stacks. You want to do butter and syrup on each layer. So we've got our pancake here. So I'm going to use the same goat's butter. Let me get a knife. All right, so we're going to cut. This is kind of big, so we'll just do half. I'm greedy, but let's be sensible. And I like to put it on there while it's still warm. And then let me get my blueberry syrup. I was thinking, should I do regular? We'll do regular syrup when we do chocolate chip pancakes this weekend with the kids. I'm running low. I may have to open up a new one, but you guys can see here beverages and condiments. So this is Walden Farms. You can get it in your grocery store or online. They make a whole line of condiments, sugar-free, calorie-free, gluten-free, everything free. And this is not enough blueberry syrup. So I'm gonna have to open up another one. But that's okay. So this is what we have so far. You see our butter is melting. I'm trying to do a better job holding it up. All right, let's check. And I'm turning it upside down so that I get everything. Greedy and I don't want to waste. All right, let's taste our coffee. A little squirt more, just because I like sweet. Just because I don't drink sugar or eat sugar doesn't mean I don't do sweet. Nice. This creamer does have a very forward, like, I know we need more syrup. Hello, exactly. It is kind of heavy on the coconut flavor, so maybe if you don't like that, get the one that's almond milk. This one is half and half. If you don't like the nutty flavor, go with coconut milk. All right, let me get the syrup. Have no fear, syrup is here. I try to keep the ingredients that I like to eat in stock, and sometimes even in bulk, because what I've learned, struggling with my weight, and all of the diets work, y'all. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Nutrisystem, I support all of that. Please do what works for you. I'm trying to start these tear things. But, if you don't like that food, then what happens is as soon as you get the weight off and you go back to eating, what you used to eat, you're going to put the weight back on and more. So I realize and I accept that I'm going to have to change the way I eat for the rest of my life. So this is all about finding foods that I want to eat that are on my plan and just inspiring you guys with ideas and recipes. And you are here to help hold me accountable so that I can age gracefully. All right, let's clean up. All right, let's check our next pancake. Just checking the time. Oh, whew. To me, it looks beautiful. It looks kind of crazy, but I know it's going to be good. If you do the cranberry goat's cheese, then your pancakes, your Maggie cakes will be kind of a reddish brown. If you use the blueberry cream cheese, goat's cheese, that's where you get this dark purple color. So yeah, have fun with it. All right, so let's take out the next one. And I always say that I cook every day because I eat every day. So I give you guys a post every day. I'm going to let that brown just a little bit more. But I'm really just making the food that I'm actually going to eat. This just started with me kind of taking pictures of my food, and now here we are explaining it to people. But I enjoy it, so I'm so glad that you all are here. Thank you. All right, I think I'm gonna make another beverage. Sometimes when I have coffee, I like to have a cold beverage too. So let's get our second Maggie cake out and I'll show you guys. It looks a little crazy, I know. I had a little lump of goat's cheese in there, but you guys can see our blueberries have blistered. All right, so let me wipe it down. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know. It'll come back. All right. God, don't you hate when that happens? So, butter. And then I'm going to go in for the next pancake on the griddle with the butter. want to make sure I get everything coated, the corners and everything. All right, I've got a little bit more batter left. Maybe I can do 2 more and we'll do a 4 stack and then be done. Yeah. All right. But yeah, so this is month 3 of Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. So thank you for being here and helping the channel to grow. All right, so we've got our second pancake. Let's get our fresh blueberry syrup. So the Walden Farm, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, pretty ugly. Truth, yeah, I think I was gonna say something about the color, but you know, if you're doing it with the kids or whatnot, and you could do this with regular syrup, you could do it however you like. You could even do it savory if you wanted to. All right, so we have our second layer. Get my whipped cream out. That's nice on the top. Okay. So let's do. I'm gonna drink something new today. I've got this really like sparkly water bottle. I do drink a lot of water, unsweet tea, but I just try to show you guys some other beverages. Yes, please try it. Some of you all have tried this stuff and you let me know. I'll put this in the microwave. All right, just get it out of the way while we're cooking. I am not familiar with this company, but they sent me some, maybe it was an accident or maybe not, but they sent me some drink mix. So it's called Element Labs. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. They have some pretty interesting flavors. So this one is raspberry salt, citrus salt, and orange salt. So if you like Gatorade, Powerade, if you work out a lot like that and you like those type of hydration beverages, this may be an option, a sugar-free option, but it is heavy on the sodium. I know if you work out really intensely, which I do not, I do exercise, 30 minutes of cardio, walking, Zumba, that kind of stuff. I'm not training for the Olympics. I actually hurt myself doing too much. And interestingly enough, when I started my plan, my weight loss specialist said, don't work out yet until you're ready because you can injure yourself. But I'm not a doctor, so please do what works for you. But yeah, this is something, and I'm gonna do the alkaline drops and just get some water from the fridge. There are a lot of different brands out there. This is all about me trying stuff, and if I like it, I'm gonna tell you, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you. All right, let's get some water in here. All right, so I'm just gonna put the top on it. I used filtered water from the fridge, so it should be cold. I mean, this is really nothing that special. Water bottle's kind of cute. But one tip, if you're out and about, running errands or running behind the kids, a mistake that I used to make was to let myself get really hungry. So I always try to leave the house with, a full water bottle and some snacks. If I'm gonna be gone for a while, my snacks can be like boiled eggs. They can be like beef jerky. I don't do the chips and granola bars and any of that kind of stuff anymore. I will show you one little chip substitute I think I'll make. So good. These have been approved for me, the cauliflower stalks. So if you like veggie straws, I'll show you those in a second. We've got our third pancake done, and then I'm going to do the last. Oh, you like the water bottle? Thank you, Dottie girl. Y'all, I just love girly stuff. Marley Lily, any of the stuff that you see me wear that has a monogram on it, they just got all kind of little personalized clothes and shoes, and you can put your initials on it or your name on it. They often have sales, so it's Marley, Marley, Lilly. Another one of those things that came up in my Facebook ads, and y'all, I have issues with impulse buying. But it's actually really good quality. There's our third pancake, and they're here in the US, I think in South Carolina, so they're close to me. I'm in the Atlanta area because if y'all were on yesterday and you heard my China dress story about ordering something, the sizing was off, the shipping was forever. All right, let's make our last pancake. So, we'll have to do the unboxing later. I'm gonna get a spatula just so I get all of it. Because I'm greedy and I'm hungry. Literally, stuff when I come on here, this is not just for show. I eat 2 meals a day, and what I'm making is what I'm going to eat. So that's why I don't want to waste anything. All right, so we got our last one. And again, I made this batter 2 days ago. This might be day 3 days ago. And it's just been in the fridge because I used up all of the goat's cheese log. Oh, the warm blueberries, amazing. All right, clean up. We gotta do our butter and syrup. Gotta do it while it's warm. All right, for anyone hopping on, we're about to wrap up. I'm just between meetings, but I will come back on later today. Haven't decided what I want to do for dinner or my second meal. So some butter. Put it on the Maggie cake. Again, this is blueberry. That's why it looks that way. And our Walden Farms sugar-free, calorie-free syrup. I'm just hopping on to make a quick meal between meetings. So blueberry pancakes with blueberry syrup. Ah, yes, absolutely, Dottie. All right, so we're cooking our last pancake. So we've got our beverage, hot and cold. Oh, I was going to show you guys if you like veggie straws or if you need a good substitute for potato chips, cauliflower stalks. I ordered these at Walmart, or you can get them. The brand is From the Ground Up. They're nice and crunchy and to me kind of big. So if you need a So the key with snacks, serve yourself first, portion out what you're gonna eat, and then I put the bag away. Never eat out of the bag. You'll just eat too much. And I get onto the kids all the time. Like, you're not gonna take a bite and just be running around doing something. No, sit down and finish and clean it up. Because I have all the stuff that I can't eat in the house. So it just helps me to really stay on track. And I'm greedy, so I just put it all in here until they start falling out. And once they overflow, then I'm done. It's just a little ramekin. Okay, hit the counter. Seal it up. So if you're doing, a sandwich or something, that's an option for you. Cauliflower stalks. Mm. 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 Okay, last one's almost done because I gotta hop off. Let me just test out this whipped cream. Y'all know me and this cream whipper. Last little tip, Silk makes a dairy-free heavy whipping cream. You can make your own whipped cream. It just splatters on me sometimes, so I'm gonna do it over the sink in a spoon. Yeah, we may have to wait on that. All right, let's get our last Maggie cake out. They're fine with butter and syrup. I just like the presentation. I'm rushing. Oh, it cut it. But you guys can see it gives you kind of that pancake texture, but there's no flour. Mm. So last little bit of butter and last little bit of syrup, and I'll take one bite for you. I'm not even going to take pictures. Y'all have seen me do this before. Let's try this whipped cream one more time. I think it gets too cold. Yeah. Nah, we're not going to do it. Tastes good though. All right. So let's cut into this again. 4-stack. And you guys can see here, it gives you that pancake texture. This is big. Mmm. 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 Okay, Vel, let me know how you like the goat's butter. Okay, wonderful. All right, you guys, I'm going to hop off and eat. I'm going to hold this up. Uncle Stu said I didn't do that long enough, but I'm going to let you go. I cook every day, so you get a post every day. I'm thinking about doing the leftover sausage and peppers with a tortilla, maybe fajitas. I don't know, but we'll see. But I'll be back on and look for my next live. Thanks, you guys. Bye, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.